Any New Yorker will tell you, you never know what you might see at LaGuardia Airport, and that apparently goes for the airspace over LaGuardia as well. Last week, a passenger named Michelle Reyes joined me exclusively on the show to share a clip of video that she took from her window seat on approach to LaGuardia back in March. It's some kind of flying cylinder. Some have called it a tic-tac, but it zipped past her window almost too fast to see with the naked eye. But experts who have looked at her footage determined this was not faked. And Michelle told us she was not the only person on board who saw this thing. And Michelle, did you say there was someone else maybe on that flight who you later were able to determine saw this as well?
Yes, I had posted the video onto my social media, and one of the other moms on the flight, she said that she had noticed it when she was in the air too. So I wasn't the only one who saw it. So it was kind of, you know, a little more like nerve-wracking that someone else also saw what I saw.
And tonight I can tell you at least 2 other people saw similar things over LaGuardia in the not too distant past. And all of this brings me once again to Ben Hansen. He's the host of UFO Witness on Discovery Plus, and he spoke with the second passenger on board Michelle Reyes' flight, who witnessed that bizarre little tic-tac. Ben, thank you so much for being on. So you had the chance to get the download from the second passenger. She does not want to be public. She doesn't want anything to do with this, but you had a good conversation with her. Does what she saw match what Michelle Reyes caught flying by her window?
Hey, Ashley. Yeah, she does. She's absolutely certain that the same object that was captured by Michelle is what she saw. So Melissa is the owner of the cheer company that was on this flight. They were coming back from Myrtle Beach on Spirit Airlines, and they were on their way to LaGuardia. So they're both on the same side of the plane. She thinks that she was in front of where Michelle was sitting. And Melissa's looking out the window like you often do, looking out there at the scenery and the bridge. And she caught a black blur. She said it was so fast. It was a black streak that went zipping by the plane. And at first she thought that it could have been a bird, but it really quickly dawned on her that this is much too quick for a bird. She's sure that it happened a little bit, at least beyond the wingtip of the plane. So when she saw that Michelle had posted this video, she was astounded. She's like, this is the same thing. And in the freeze frame, she was, again, convinced this was no bird. She felt like also, I suggested to her, could this have been a balloon? Now, according to her, she said the object could not have been because it was stationary. So, I'm sorry, it couldn't have been stationary, that it had to have been something that was zipping by because she felt like it was under its own propulsion. So that's just coming from her. You know, it's often hard to judge how quickly things go when you're going 230 miles an hour in an airplane. But we were glad that we could talk to her and get that firsthand account as well.
So talk to me about the other 2 sightings over LaGuardia Airport. A guy in Knoxville apparently reached out to you to say that he saw something when he was landing at LaGuardia. He's from Knoxville, so he was landing in New York, and he saw something when he was taking off. Describe what it was he explained to you.
So his events start back in March of last year, and he said when he saw the news, break the story of Michelle's video, he said, I was coming into LaGuardia, I was about 20 minutes out, and he said he looked out the window and he saw something, according to him, was the size of an SUV. It was football shaped and silverish in color, but he said it was huge, and this thing approached kind of, I guess, semi-close to the plane, and then 2 or 3 others approached, and then they kind of, I don't know his words, zipped or just, took off pretty rapidly, but he felt that it was not a conventional craft of any type. And then later in October, he was leaving LaGuardia and was doing the outbound departure, which sometimes will go over Hudson Bay, I'm sorry, the Hudson Valley, and it was heading out that way, okay. And he said he saw another one, that was tic-tac shaped. So yeah, these things are going on.
But he didn't get video, didn't get any video of it, just he witnessed it and witnessed the same
Yeah,
sort of thing
unfortunately, people need to understand, like, these events typically happen within seconds. And unless you're already out videoing, it was like 1/10 of a second in Michelle's case. So unless that video is out and rolling, there's no way you're going to capture it.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.